You want what every leader wants. A growing company that's profitable. You want raving fans, customers who love your business, and you want employees who are bringing their best to work every day, right? Often in our search for continual improvement, we do a smart thing. We use employee and customer opinion surveys. It's a powerful tool for improving customer and employee retention. If not done well, it can have a negative impact on employee and customer retention. And that's what I want to prevent. Hi, my name is Susie Price, and I am the publisher of WakeUpEager.com. I'm also a professional facilitator and a consultant. And in this video, I'm going to share 7 keys to successful employee and customer opinion surveys. These are 7 things that you must do if you want to make sure that you're building customer loyalty and employee retention, not harming it. And I want to share that I also, if you're not sure about doing an opinion survey, check the link below. There's a video called Customer Surveys. Check that video and you'll find out about some of the reasons we tend to resist doing surveys and some of the powerful benefits to the bottom line when you do effective opinion surveys. So check out that video. I'll also reference some other material throughout us going through these 7 keys, and all of those items are available to you with links below this video on this page. I've also provided a summary of these 7 items on this page, so you can reference that as well. Okay, so there are 7 items. The first one has to do with communication, and most people miss this, so I want to make sure you do this. Do not skip this step. It is, if you did nothing else, well, there's 2 things that you need to do that I want to make sure you absolutely do out of these 7 keys. But you make sure before you start the survey that you are communicating very clearly why you're doing the survey and how you're going to be using the results. So the why needs to include, how is this survey going to help the company? How is this survey going to help the raters, the people giving you feedback? How is this survey going to help you? Succinctly and clearly figure out how you want to verbalize that and make it well known to all the raters. You also want to make sure that you include the how. How are we going to use these results? If you do not use this step, you'll either get low participation or no participation, or people are going to be suspicious when they're completing the survey, and so they won't tell you the whole truth or all the real feedback, how they really think and feel. So really, really please make sure you do this, the why and how of the survey, and share it at least 3 times. Share it in an email, share it in person, share it in follow-up. That way it's very clear and you're sending the same message, why and how you're going to use the survey. So you get that. I think that's a really important key. I'll move on to the next ones. The next ones are a little bit more simple. They're a little bit tactical in nature, but they have to do with the type of survey tool that you're going to use. I want to make sure that that tool is effective, because if you have an effective tool, you're going to have a more effective survey. So here's some things you need to look for. You want to make sure that the survey assures anonymity so that all your raters will give more honest feedback. So that's one thing. You want to make sure that you can break out responses. So you want to be able to look at the feedback and you want to be able to say, okay, this feedback is from the printing department, this feedback is from the mailroom, this feedback is from the leadership team, this feedback is from the marketing team, or if it's regions, from the West Coast to the East Coast. So you want to be able to break out responses. That's going to help you better understand where the strengths are exactly and where the gaps are. And that will help you be more effective in actually using the data. The other thing, let's see, the next thing is you want to make sure that the survey can be tailored to your culture, your company, your behaviors, the things that you want to inspire people to do more of. Make sure that is in the survey. Cookie cutter surveys off the shelf are okay, but they're not great, and they're not going to give you the best bang for the buck and time. So make sure you can tailor the survey. The next thing is you want to make sure that when people are giving you their ratings, not only should they give you a numerical score, but they should be able to have an opportunity to explain their score after each item. So you want comments, open-ended spots for people to share their feedback. This will help you better understand why they rated what they rated. So you want quantitative, you want the numbers, but you want qualitative information. That's going to help you use the data more effectively. And the last thing in this whole tool area is to make sure that you can resurvey whatever tool you use. Make sure you can do it again in 18 months or 12 months, somewhere in that time range, 12 to 18 months, and make sure that you compare the data. So if you ran a survey this month, that in 18 months when you run it again, those two sets of results can be compared. So you can say, hey, we've made some improvement, and you can report that. Or you can say we haven't made improvement, or we have new gaps. So you want to be able to compare the data. That's going to make this whole process an actual process and something that's meaningful and useful in helping you get those raving fans and ensure employee engagement and commitment to the company. Okay? So we talked about communicating why and how you're using the survey. I just gave you 5 quick survey tool tips and keys of things that you need to make sure are in the tool that you use. And I'm going to close with one more communication key. And it is, if you're going to survey, make sure you absolutely must, you don't have to do anything, but this is what I really, really recommend, is that you share the results and you do something with them. If you're not going to share the results and you're not going to do anything with the results, then don't do the survey. You'll do more harm than good. You're going to move commitment and engagement and involvement in the company backwards rather than forward. So really, really make sure that you're ready to present the results and do something with them. I've attached a handout. It's a sample customer survey, or not customer survey, employee survey from a company. It's how they did an overview, something I helped them create on their survey results. You can see how one company did it. Also in that handout, I've got a process on how I recommend you get employees and customers involved in focus groups. I call it your volunteer resolution team. Basically, they're focus groups, and it's a way to get employees and customers involved in the solutions of any of the issues and problems that came out of the survey. So you'll get more bang for the buck if you do that. So look at that handout. I hope it's helpful. And on this page, I have a link to our Leadership Online Forum. It's a place where you can post questions, and I will respond, and so will other Wake Up Eager readers. If you have questions about surveys, if you have comments or want to share your experiences, please share. That way we can all learn. And so I hope that these 7 steps or 7 keys to effective surveys help you have a strong company, have raving fans for customers, and engaged employees, all through the use of your opinion survey and having those results be very successful and useful for you. Thank you.